I have one obsession where you can have 6 before lunchtime. This is Lust in Gemini. Let's get into it. Lust in Gemini craves connection through curiosity, cleverness, conversation. It's aroused by wit, wordplay, and the thrill of learning something new. These individuals are definitely going to be the ones lusting after variety, whether it be people, ideas, experiences. They're driven by the desire to sample, explore, and kind of mentally try on different personas and perspectives. Their attention shifts very quickly, and yes, that is me saying that they have the attention span of a pea. Oftentimes, their fascinations are moving from one thing to another at lightning speed, and they're just very, hungry for knowledge. They usually can be very, since this is Lust in Gemini, we're going to use some big girl words. They're voracious readers, flirty texters, brilliant debaters, and they're highly sensual with their hands. With this asteroid placement, you really see touch and communication literally going hand in hand, pun intended. I hope that you people with Lust in Gemini are appreciating all the work I'm putting into this video. Now, I am going to say that these people are kind of like Dory when it comes to really going after new things. They're definitely the person that gets curious about some sort of new subject, new person, whatever, and they pursue it, not necessarily to understand it, just because they're curious and they want to know. And once they do know, they're on to the next thing. But there's definitely this childlike glee and just kind of serendipitous kind of situation going on when they are pursuing things. It's very lighthearted. Now, there is a dark side to this placement because remember, when we're talking about the asteroid Lust, we are talking about Mars being the primary focus when we're talking about planetary fusion. Venus is integrated a little bit, but we're mostly seeing Mars, a little bit of Venus, and some Pluto. So you can only imagine that these people can really struggle to focus, and often they can jump ship when something just stops feeling new. Now, that is them at their most immature and just awful. This placement can use words as weapons, and so they can be a bit manipulative at their worst. They can definitely gaslight, mislead others just for shits and giggles, and be just very controlling when they're just kind of bored. And you would think that wouldn't be the case with such a light Lust placement, but you have to remember Mercury is about small details, and so they can become very critical. Like I said, they can use words as weapons. These people are very good at seducing you with their intellect, but make no mistake, they can and will ghost you if deeper emotions aren't at play here. They can treat desire like a game or a social experiment, and they can just really take the love out of love and make it just very cold. And a lot like Lust in Aries, they can really value the chase over the actual connection. I find it interesting that Venus in Gemini gets a lot of slack for being cheaters and just being awful when it comes to love. And I'm not saying that that placement doesn't have its shadow side, but honestly, I feel like when people are talking about the bad side of Venus in Gemini, they're actually probably talking about Lust in Gemini's shadow side, because this placement can definitely be notorious for having 2 lovers at a time, double lives, 2 faces. They can also over-rationalize lust in general, just like not even the asteroid, just like the feeling of lust, and really overthink attraction instead of just kind of feeling it, which can definitely lead to a lot of detachment or confusion in relationships with other people. So what is the lesson for Lust in Gemini? Well, it's to stay curious, but not careless. They need to learn the language of intimacy, not just the syntax of seduction. And last but not least, they need to remember that knowledge shared deeply can be just as satisfying as knowledge collected widely. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. If you have Lust in Gemini, please let me know and sound off in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you would like to book any consultations with me, you can head on over to edeniastro.com or my link tree in my bio, and that'll take you straight to that website as well. And you can book all kinds of consultations and fun recorded readings, as well as sign up for classes as well. But you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm off to eat dinner and watch Vampire Diaries and go to sleep. So have a great one.